Hey, this is the boat doctor. Hey, Steve. My God, you got a beautiful boat, man. You bought a lot of boats. You're a good, loyal customer. You're going to love this boat. I know Steve, he loves to fish. It's going to be a tuna getter. It's got the creature features on the insides. Perfect. And hey, perfect on the electronics. Would you look at that? No, look at that. Would you look at that? I'm going to do the happy dance. Ooh, do. Garmin, you're the man. I'm proud of you. You got the Steadicast. You got the Garmin up there. I think it's a dual range. I'm going to find out. You did it just right. The VHF. You got a screen up front. You got the Yamaha 6YC gauge up front, which I'll show you. Autopilot. You got the handheld autopilot. For the main heavy-duty tie bar, you got the VHF, you got a unit in the back, you got your crab davit, you got DEC controls, 703 for the kicker motor. I mean, you did it, man. That's all you need. Your gas fills there and here. I'll give you a little hint. I'm going to put 70 gallons of non-ethanol in here, okay? Now, would you look at that? No, really. Would you look at that? No ladder. For that 70 gallons, you go down and buy yourself one of them Garlic ladders you can buy on Overtons.com. They're reasonable. Get the red lock, push button style. You can mount it under here. I'll tell you a little story. 80% of the deaths out in the water is people that don't have ladders because they can't get back in the boat. But you got a crab davit, I guess. That might work. And get yourself an anchor and about 300 feet of rope. Now, I'll tell you a little story. My great-grandpa worked in a pea factory for 40 years. And he not once took a pea. In other words, I'm not bullshitting you. You get yourself a ladder, get yourself an anchor. I wouldn't lie to you. Anyway, got dual ram, did it the right way on the hydraulic steering with the heavy-duty tie bar between. When you run an autopilot and a kicker, all three tied together, you really need dual rams. Even if you didn't have autopilot, just to steer easier. And these twin 200s are the bomb because their RPM kicks in at 2200 RPMs. Most other ones are 44 to 48 where you get your peak horsepower. So this gets it from standstill, quarter, half, three. When you hit it, like a following C, you're going to have the power. And I'm going to say, I could be wrong, but I'm going to say you can plane this with one motor. Now this has got two drain plugs. You got your independent offshore bracket back here, so you got that one, then you got the one down below. I'd use a T-handle, I used a flip. And you got a wash down, that's what that screen is, trim tabs. You're going to probably find yourself not even using those because them trim tabs add another foot to the back of your boat, believe it or not. So you're actually getting more of a reverse in the back with those even up because those are stick out quite a ways. You got self-bailing deck, again, did it right. You got the Reliance. Which that's about right, inline fours. The saltwater twos are more for the bigger gear case. These are like 15s, I believe. Yeah, 15 1/4 by 15. And if you ever had to, you could always drop it to a 14 diameter by 17 and it equals a 15 by 15. Okay, and there's a 145 gallon tank in it, heavy duty lifting eyes. Now this is almost pushing 26. Counting that offshore bracket. I believe overall length on this is like 28.4. And then the hole length's 25.11. So you're right there on the hole. That's the whole hole. So you're in that 26 when they shut her down. It's a 102 beam. You got 450 horsepower. You got 145 gallon tank. Inside depth is 30. Dead right, you got 15, 19, 30 up front. That's what gives us a smooth ride. You got a little bit of reverse on that chine. Got a big rub rail here, rub rail on top. And now, kudos to Hewescraft, okay? Cleat where it belongs, not way in the back of the boat. Cleat middle part of the boat. Cleat here and a cleat up front. So I probably won't use that cleat, but I'm going to use that one and that one for bumpers. And then maybe this one. So if you have to come in hot towards the front, you got that front and the side protected. Because other than that, this whole area would be unprotected. Look at how deep that bow is on this sucker. This is going to be a good rough water boat. This isn't the trailer. We're going to swap it when I get done. I got hours to calibrate everything and set the autopilot up and set his units up. So I'll be out there for a while. That's your anchor drain there. You got a good anchor pulpit out. And I'll see if you did the, oh yeah, bonus. Did the drop down here. That's good because then you don't have to get out and help your anchor out. You can just release it and let it drop. You got a cleat up there you can tie off to. Again, I got to calibrate that GPS antenna, the Steadicast, do the heading sensor, the reactor, set your reactor remote, your VHFs. So I got some work to do. That's your vent, there's your gas, your waste pump out's right here. This got stainless steel prop shaft, drive shaft on all of them. These are stainless. This is a right hand cup, or left hand. This is a right hand. It cups this way, and I know you know that, Steve, but thought I'd tell you. Okay, special 2 coats of clear, 2 coats of primer, all that good stuff. And I'm picky, so Steve knows that, so I'll take good care of your baby. I won't hot rod it too much. Hey, Friday too, if I'm not booked Friday, but I heard they got a ton of stuff for me to do on Friday. But hey, if not, I heard the winds are supposed to be up to 30. And I promise I'll keep it at 40 to 45, no faster than that. So it should have a good ride. Okay, maybe I'll slow it down a little bit slower. But anyway, and here goes back to what I was saying. Boat driveway is like 4,800 pounds. And here's back to what I was going to say on the ladder part. Even though maybe not for the water, getting in and out unless you have a step ladder, but say you're somewhere else, it's not a big deal because you got your cleat here. You can step on this, then pull yourself up like this. But it's easier if you had a ladder. Hand tight only. This is just for the offshore bracket. You got a vent, you got light, battery charger. Must have been his crab davit. It works. Maybe they could re-loom that for you to get rid of all these turkey straps. Just run a new loom all the way if they're nice. And you got a bolt there. I don't know why there's not a pin, but you know, hey, who am I to say? Battery switches, breakers. And I like what they did here. They moved this here instead of behind the door, which was a pain because you had to have the door shut to turn your batteries on. Fish boxes, they need to clean this out and get all the shavings. You notice everywhere. And these are lockable. Insulated fish box and back. Once a year, Steve, on these. Stick with the Yamaha, stick with the 10 micron. They got 5 paper elements in where everybody else got 2. Primer bulb left and right. This switch here, that's your macerator to pump out your toilet. You got 2 auto bilge pumps down there. Here's your macerator there for your toilet. And there's how you pump out. Just follow the arrows. And then the other one puts it into the tank. There's your macerator there for your wash down. Another courtesy light. This is your fish box drain. I can hear it pumping. There again, you got a valve here. I didn't see the wash down hose, but I'm sure it's there. There's your kicker primer bulb right there, your other battery, and your other battery. See how when you get water in there, it's got a drain here, so it goes here, goes down there, goes in a trough, doesn't go on top of your deck. A cool feature. Fish box, yeah, this isn't a live well, really don't need it. That's your waste pump out. And then up here's your release. Bathroom. See how you got this light? You can leave that on if you want, and then your light up front, I'll show you. I can shut that off. Flush out, water in, water out. Shut that. Curtains, storage, DEC controls. Again, VHF, good Garmin back here, autopilot controller here, plus you're going to have a handheld, 2 button starts. Need the safety lanyard in all times to start, kicker motor. And this got trim assist. I mean, you did it right. I mean, you got 6 people in here easy. Put in another chair here. You got 7 people easy. And look at the deck room you got. I mean, this, you got to remember, it's 25 feet, right? And then there's your anchor light. But those caps, you got 2 caps up here. Like that one and this one. Like a root beer cap, plastic bottle will fit on those, but they should give you those. If you don't have the anchor lights in it, put those on there so you don't have water standing in there. And he might be putting a range or something in here. I think he's going to add a heater later on. These make into a bed, I believe. And down in here, there's your holding tank. Like I say, nicely done. Nicely done. Okay, so he didn't get that, I don't believe, because I would have seen the rods in there. That's storage. You got your backs that swivel up. These swivel, height adjustment, tension, fusion radio. There, and this is what's cool on this one. This opens up, pulls out a ladder. And evidently he's going to put a bow mount. Yeah, look at this battery up there. Good deal. Put it up front. That's smart. Get that weight up there. That will really help out. So I'll see when I'm out there, but I think this has perfect bow rise, so it isn't going to really matter. And then you got one battery to worry about, and then it's carpeted. These are all foam filled as well, so they're very quiet. Looks like they did a pretty good job wiring it. Wipers, horn, bilge, aft. It doesn't have the fan, nav light. They work. Cab light. Boom. Courtesy light. Them are the ones back there I showed you worked. You got your Yamaha. These are hard to get, so he's lucky he got one. And perfect size screen. So he's got a screen here, screen back there, grab handles. Got a VHF, got his trim tabs, got his off and on. DEC control, key switch where you don't bump it and turn your motor off. You got your fusion USB. So you can just plug it right into that. Sliding windows screen. Real easy to get in and out. And he's even installed for a bow mount, so he must be doing that later. You're going to have to figure some way to mount that. Maybe cut that rail or something, but that's down the road. So other than that, we're ready to head the water. I'm going to go to the gas station and get some gas in here. I kind of like this idea of not having nothing here, but it's something he can make himself, like if he wants a sink or if he wants to put a stove or run a, you could even run one of them propane double burner stoves. But if I was going to do that, I'd do me a gimbal mount out the back. Well, then you may have the wind too that would keep blowing on it. But if you're steady, you should be okay. Barbecuer you could put out back on a gimbal, slam it in there. Do your own heater. They make those aftermarkets for $1,000 versus $5 to $7. And they work. They work really good and they're easy to install. Storage there. Okay, I'm going to head to the water. Steve, you got a dandy. Oh my God, them damn matter babies. Jesus, there they go again. They are quick. They're like a road runner, but the matter babies you get, you hit one of those, it's a $3,000 fine. There they go. Whoa, and then if you harass them, I know you're going to say, I know what you're saying. What's the matter, baby? Is he losing it? But, okay, a matter. You want to know what a matter, baby is? Nothing, sweetie, but thanks for asking. Get it? What's the matter, baby? Nothing, sweetie. Oh, well, just a sick joke. All right, I'm kind of chipper because I get to go out in a good boat. Now the fun starts, getting all this stuff set up. So I'm going to do my best for you, Steve. All right? I'm getting too old. You need a ladder. It's a long ways down. Oh, you hear my bones cracking just trying to get off of this. Oh, I wish I had a ladder, Steve. Oh, ow, ooh, there goes my neck muscle or something. Hey, you like the paint job on the house? Look at that, black door. Check this out, black up front door. We're still going to do that deck. Got to figure out something for the brick, though. Got rid of the old satellite dish, too. Okay, Big Jim, you ready to rock and roll? I am. Boat Doctor out.